Okay, so we are live. The Los Angeles Lakers taking on the Phoenix Suns. Currently, the Suns lead 38-29. The Suns are at home in Game 1 of the 2021 NBA playoffs first round. 8:53 left in the second quarter. Phoenix leads 38-30 against the Lakers. You got a tight one here. It's going to be a great series, but a major injury might have happened as Chris Paul went down with what to be looked like a neck injury, and he was able to walk off the court. But I don't know if Chris Paul will come back. We don't know the status on him. He just got hurt right before the commercial break, so I don't know. I hope Chris Paul is okay. The Suns really need him, and I really hope he can perform in these playoffs. I was really looking forward to watching CP3 go at it, but hope he comes back soon. But either way, Phoenix 38, Lakers 31, number 2 versus number 7 as LeBron turns the ball over in the paint. The Suns are going to have to operate without Chris Paul for the time being. You have Devin Booker on the floor. He's going to have to take control of this game right now. Suns 38, Lakers 31. And here's Devin Booker, the shot clock down to 6. Booker kicks it back out. There's Cameron Payne. Payne is unable to hit him. Horton Tucker gets it back. As LeBron and Montrezl Harrell. Montrezl Harrell finishes at the rim. Man, what's up? As Montrez finishes on an incredible layup there. Nice pass from LeBron James. And Montrez with the reverse layup banks it home and one. Montrezl Harrell, a beast in the paint. You count it. 38-33 Los Angeles. Phoenix is the number 2 seed with 51 wins this season. And the Lakers are the number 7, beating the Warriors in the play-in tournament to face the Suns. Montrezl Harrell at the line, 8 minutes left in the second quarter. Montrez hits it. It's now a 4-point game. Los Angeles currently on a 7-0 run here in the second quarter in the last 2 minutes as Cameron Payne has the ball coming up the court. Gives it back out. Booker, who loses it. The Suns a little bit antsy once losing Chris Paul, it seems. That injury was a big hurt for the Suns as Chris Paul went down. But I hope he comes back. Phoenix with 7 turnovers already. That's something that they don't normally do. The Phoenix Suns are one of the best teams in not turning the ball over. But they've done that so far today. LeBron with the mid-range. That doesn't go. Montrez can't finish in the paint, but he's fouled. Look at Montrezl Harrell in the paint. He's one of the big key factors for the Lakers in this series because of his big physical strength in the paint. Against DeAndre Ayton, he goes up and gets that rebound. Even though he's shorter than Ayton, he's still able to do that because he's got some major strength, Montrezl Harrell. Flexing. He'll go to the line for 2 more. Fouls on Jay Crowder, it seems to be. The Lakers are slowly and surely coming and tightening up this game once Chris Paul went down. Montrez misses the first. I really hope Chris Paul comes back. They really need his leadership. The Suns team is very young, and I don't know how they're going to operate against this Lakers team that just won it last year. So we'll see. Montrez really feeling himself right now. 9 points and 3 boards. There's a big crowd here in Phoenix, and that's great to see. I love hearing the crowd on TV. It's great to hear them boo and cheer. Makes the NBA playoffs feel a whole lot more real. Remember when Chris Paul left, this game was right in Phoenix's hand as Devin Booker hits the mid-range jumper. That was a much-needed basket for the Phoenix Suns. Devin Booker's really going to have to step up his game right now. Without Chris Paul on the floor, Book with 11 points. 5 out of 8 from the field. Horton Tucker tries his own. That comes up short. Ayton with the rebound. And here's Jay Crowder. Jay Crowder, a very important piece for the Suns with that veteran experience, that great 3-point shooting, almost 40% from downtown. Here's Booker being guarded by Caruso. Nice pass to Ayton. who loses the ball. Still Phoenix ball, though. Last touch, probably by LeBron, as Ayton is talking to the referee here. DeAndre Ayton having a pretty solid performance today, as LeBron, last touch by him. But 9 seconds left on shot clock, Phoenix inbounding. As LeBron and Montrez check out here. Here's a pass to Booker, another mid-range. That doesn't go. Ayton the left. And that is still Phoenix ball. Last touch by Schroeder. And it's actually the Lakers ball. They changed the call on the floor. 40-35. Phoenix. 6:45 left in the first half. Back out to Schroeder. Here's Wesley Matthews, who's come into the game, as well as Andre Drummond. And Drummond stepped out of bounds while being guarded by Jay Crowder. And it's a 5-point game still. Phoenix up by 5. They got to hold on here while CP3 is out. Here's Jay Crowder passing it inside, and Ayton is fouled. But this is still going to be a good battle. I really hope Chris Paul will come back. I think he will. He was able to walk off himself, but it's just been unfortunate for CP3. Different array of injuries every time he's come into the playoffs. And I just really hope he can play for the Suns team as Booker drives and he is stripped of the ball. Devin Booker really is complaining, really wanted that to be challenged, but it is Laker ball. 40-35 Phoenix. As Talen Horton-Tucker, the very great young player for the Lakers. Back outside, Wesley Matthews in the corner. Drummond tries to get it. Ayton tries to get it. And the Suns eventually get it. Mikal Bridges back to Booker, who's fighting his way. Cutting and throws it down. Devin Booker. Acrobatic on the rim. They need him to perform. Devin Booker's doing exactly that while Chris Paul is currently out. Booker with 13 points as Horton-Tucker off glass doesn't go. Crowder with the rebound. Nice pass. Bridges unable to finish. Ayton with the tip in. Timeout Los Angeles. The Phoenix Suns coming back out and showing they still got it even without Chris Paul. With a late run here before the timeout. The Suns fired up and ready to go. Devin Booker, he was incredible, driving all the way down the court and flushes on the rim. Phoenix up by 7. Currently got a commercial break going on. This game is on ABC. If you're looking to follow along here, that would be great. Still going to be a great series. I hope Chris Paul returns after halftime, and we'll see how it goes. But it was a fast start by the Suns in the first quarter, and then the Lakers slowly came back, and then it really opened up. The Suns taking almost a 10-point lead here. And then Chris Paul gets hurt. The Lakers pulled back once again, and now the Suns have pulled up again with Devin Booker taking control in his own hands. It's 44-35 Phoenix. They have that 9-point lead back, running in transition. That's what the Suns are really good at, and that's what they're doing right now. Currently, Devin Booker has 13 points. Ayton has 12. And those are 2 leading scores for the Phoenix Suns. LeBron has 10. And Montrezl Harrell off the bench also has 10 to lead the scores for the Lakers. Currently, the Suns are really gobbling up those rebounds, plus 10 and rebounding right now, 21-11. And the Suns are shooting 40% from three right now. But it's still early on. Phoenix outscored Los Angeles 32-25 in the first quarter, if you didn't see that. But Phoenix, the crowd in Phoenix was really hyped up, and they were ready to go because it's really their first playoff appearance since, I think, 2011. So the Phoenix Suns getting an opportunity to show what they got with this great team with 51 wins, 21 losses, and the number 2 seed. They'll be at home. And the crowd is really ready to go here in Talking Stick Resort Arena. As you take a look, Chris Paul returning back, and the crowd is on its feet as Chris Paul has returned into the game. Just like I said, I didn't think it was that bad. Here's Chris Paul on the floor. You can take a look. So far, he's played 10 minutes, 3 points. AD way off in the mid-range. Here's Drummond. The ball is taken away from him. He gets offensive rebound. That's Andre Drummond's strength. He tries to power his way past Ayton. Caldwell Pope with the shot clock down to 2. Back to Schroeder. Shot clock down to 1. KCP way off for 3. Rebound by Bridges, and here's Chris Paul ball handling. It's great to see CP3 on the floor. Here he is, top of the key, and he loses it, and he turns the ball over. Chris Paul turns it, and he quickly fouls Kentavious Caldwell-Pope on the fast break. But look, man, it's great to see CP on the floor. Had a neck injury, but he's back and ready to go. They need his leadership, and he unfortunately loses the ball there. And KCP runs the court and is fouled. Chris Paul in 11 minutes has 3 points. As KCP's at the line for 2, hits the first one. As you take a look at his injury again, he hits Cameron Johnson on the elbow, and then he really was hurting on his neck. KCP hits both free throws. 44-37 Phoenix. 4:45 left in the first half. Chris Paul once again ball handling Schroeder, guarding at the midcourt. And here's Ayton guarding against Drummond. Back to Booker. Nice pass to Ayton, who finishes at the rim. DeAndre Ayton having a big impact in this game already. Ayton with 14. Nice pass to AD. Because out to Drummond, can't finish, and he's fouled. Andre Drummond is fouled in the paint. As Crowder continuously complains at the referees, you see the big men inside are playing a big role in this game early on. Nice pass from Booker, and Ayton finishes. DeAndre Ayton, the young center, he has been playing exceptional this year in the pick and roll as well. As Drummond is fouled there by Crowder. And Ayton is actually checking out because as he already has 3 fouls in the game. Ayton with 14 and 6. Drummond doesn't hit the first one. Ayton has got to control the fouling because he already has 3. We're approaching still some time to go before halftime, so we'll see. As there's Sunday night baseball today, the Cubs and Cardinals at 6 p.m. As Drummond hits the second one. 46-38 Phoenix. Drummond with 5 points and 6 boards early on. Here's Devin Booker being double teamed. Booker in the mid-range. True. Booker makes it a 10-point lead, the largest Phoenix lead of the game as Schroeder drives and is almost stolen, hits it off Chris Paul, and it is Suns' ball. Schroeder turns it over. Under 4 minutes to go in the first half. Suns up 10. This is going to be a very close game. I expect the Lakers to come out firing in the second half as Booker is really heating up in the mid-range. He is having a fine time there. Booker is money in the mid-range today. As the lead is now 12, LeBron is still sitting. Booker with 17 points, 8 in this quarter. And here's AD trying to go to the hoop. Can't go. Drummond finishes it as well. Two big men for the Lakers. As here's Bridges. In the post, gives it back out to Sarge. Back to CP3. Being doubled, Sarge almost loses the ball. Chris Paul being guarded by Drummond. Gonna kick it out to Crowder. He almost loses shot clock down to 3. And it is blocked by Anthony Davis. 2.8 left on the shot clock. As Crowder really is upset about something. As Crowder fouls Anthony Davis here. Yeah, Crowder fouls Anthony Davis right there. As AD gets the block, Anthony Davis goes to the line. The Lakers are in the bonus, so any foul will result in free throws. Anthony Davis at 4 points right now. As Crowder sits down, as he's gathered a bunch of fouls so far, Anthony Davis at the line hasn't been too great at the free throw line this year. Currently 50-40 Phoenix. AD trying to go 1 for 2 at the line. He gets the second one to go. 9-point game. As there's early foul trouble for the Suns, both Ayton and Crowder both have 3 fouls. As they give it back to Booker, who's been on fire in the second quarter. Booker feeling it in the mid-range. That one won't go. Rebound by Sarge. Chris Paul at the top of the key being guarded by Schroeder. Sarge inside. Bridges, nice pass to Johnson. Shot clock down to 3. Chris Paul with a mid-range floater. That doesn't go. Rebound being fought by, and Cameron Johnson comes up with it. Now Johnson for 3. Off the backboard. Lakers ball. Currently 50-41 Phoenix. 2:10 left in the second quarter. Anthony Davis at 5 points. 2 out of 7 from the field and 2 blocks. As LeBron has come back in, Caruso. Caldwell Pope to the rim. Pass to Anthony Davis, who throws it down. 7-point lead for Phoenix. Under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Anthony Davis has been active the past few minutes with a couple of blocks and points, as well as free throws. Back to Booker. Sarge trying to set the screen. Booker navigating. Johnson in the corner for 3. Cameron Johnson brings the lead back up to 10. Minute 30 left. Los Angeles in the bonus. LeBron navigating. Freight train, watch out. It's an offensive foul against LeBron. Nice charge by Sarge. Nice charge taken there. Look at Sarge. Nice job there, taking the charge. That's a charge on LeBron. Back out to Booker here. Booker driving, gives out to Johnson in the corner. Bridges. And here's CP3 again. Sarge sets the screen. CP3 passes to Sarge with the floater. No. Rebound Davis. Under a minute. 10-point lead for Phoenix, 53-43. Anthony Davis going to try a 3 of his own. That doesn't go. And a rebound by Caruso. but he's out of bounds, so it is Phoenix ball. .4 seconds left, 53-43 Phoenix. As in the halftime report, they're going to talk about 76ers surviving game 1 as they beat the Washington Wizards to take the lead in the series 1-0. As Sarge being guarded by Anthony Davis, Booker being almost doubled. Here's Johnson in the other corner. No. Schroeder gets the rebound, trying to get the 2-for-1 possibly for Los Angeles. Schroeder trying to do that, and that's a turnover. LeBron comes up with it, and he's going to hold. Bridges being guarded, trying to guard LeBron. Here he is, shot clock down to 3. LeBron, Caldwell Pope to 1, mid-range shot. That is good at the buzzer. Kentavious Caldwell Pope with 10.9 left. Last possession for the Suns, Booker in control. Shot clock is off, and it's a quick foul for the Lakers as they have one to give as well. 4.5 left, 8-point lead for Phoenix. Aiden is really making his presence felt in the paint and scoring-wise. And here's Devin Booker, clock to 1. Johnson bobbles it, and that is the half. He doesn't get it out before the buzzer. 53-45, Phoenix at the half. We've got a good game brewing here. Booker and Aiden, the leading scorers for the Suns, 17 and 14 respectively. Suns, game 1, leaded by 8, end of the first half. They are ready in Phoenix. After 10 years, they're ready to go in the playoffs. Here on ABC. And we are at the half. Phoenix 53, Lakers 45. It's going to be close. I expect the Lakers to make some adjustments at the half, just like they did against the Warriors. If you remember that in the play-in tournament, 7 versus 8, the Lakers are the number 7. The Warriors are the number 8. The Warriors were leading at the half. The Lakers made adjustments. They came back and won. LeBron hit that game-winning 3, if you remember that. It was amazing. That's why the Lakers are favored in this game. They have way more experience, and the Lakers are the Lakers. They're just really great. They're the best team defensively in the NBA for a reason. So the Suns are also top 5 offensively and defensively. So I feel like the Suns can definitely win this series. If you haven't taken a look at my NBA first-round predictions, you should go ahead and do it. I've gone over all the series and made my predictions for that. In this series specifically, I had the Lakers winning it in 7 games. But in the game earlier today, we saw the 76ers and Wizards go in the 1 versus 8 matchup in the first round in the Eastern Conference, and the 76ers did win that game 125-118, win by 7. They did hold on late against the Wizards, who had a 1-point lead at the half, and then the 76ers led by 6 at the end of the 3, and Bradley Beal was the leading scorer for the Washington Wizards at 33 points, 10 and 6. Russell Westbrook had 16 points and 14 assists. And for the 76ers, the leading scorer was Tobias Harris, who had some kind of game today, 37 points. And then Joel Embiid had 30 of his own. Ben Simmons with 15 rebounds and 15 assists to help the 76ers take the lead 1-0 in the series. The Wizards did shoot well overall, but they came up just short. Currently, the Lakers are only shooting about 20% from the three-point land, 2 out of 10. And the Suns, meanwhile, are shooting 5 out of 14, 36%. so that's much better. The Suns have not even attempted a single free throw, which is kind of interesting to see, as the Lakers have attempted 17, yet the Suns lead by 8. And the Suns also have +8 in offensive rebounding as well, but both teams have 7 turnovers. Both teams have been sloppy with the ball. Phoenix, 50% from the field at the half. Chris Paul only playing 16 minutes because of that injury, but he should be ready to go for the second half. He only has 3 points, but has 6 assists as well. Booker with 17 points in 21 minutes, Aiden with 14 in 16 minutes. Aiden and Crowder each have 3 fouls, so they're in some foul trouble. Cameron Johnson and Dario Saric off the bench have had 12 points. 14 points off the bench for the Suns. And the Lakers, Montrezl Harrell had 10 points early on, and Horton Tucker had 12 points off the bench for the Lakers, as LeBron James is the leading scorer for the Lakers at half with 10 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Drummond and Anthony Davis each have 7 points, and Schroeder has 5. And we are at halftime on ABC. Suns lead the Lakers 53-45 at the half. But Devin Booker has really taken control so far. In that second quarter, he went at it, attacking the rim, going fast in the fast break. As you take a look at the highlights from the 76ers beating the Wizards earlier today, as Bradley Beal continuously went back and forth with Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris took over late as Joel Embiid hits that jumper. 76ers win 125-118. Tobias Harris was really great today, and the 76ers take that early lead. The 76ers, to me, are one of the favorites in the Eastern Conference. They should definitely make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, as they're that good. Currently, the Suns lead the Lakers 53-45. As you take a look at Booker throwing it down, enraging the crowd in Phoenix. The second half will be next. Suns 53, Lakers 45. Yeah, that's my phone. But the Suns do lead the Lakers 53 to 45 at the half. Chris Paul had an injury scare, but he's back and ready to go. CP3, it's great to see him out on the floor. Um, and that's when the game Booker really took over in the second quarter. It was close in the first quarter as the Suns were really energized as the crowd was there in Phoenix as well. But you've got a close game here in the second half. It's going to be really, really tight. Um, and it's going to be a great game. You need to stick around. It's going to be very, very close. And we're still at halftime. This is crazy. This halftime is taking way too long, man. I just want to get back to the game. It's been a great one. You saw Devin Booker take over. He's having a great first playoff game, but he does have 4 turnovers as well. He's been shooting good from three also today. And I'm taking a look specifically at DeAndre Ayton, who really was taking over in the first quarter with some pick and roll, with some in the paint as well. He was pretty good against Drummond and Anthony Davis both, who I thought might rough him up, but he's been able to get those offensive rebounds and cash them back in. Ayton with 14 points, but also has been in foul trouble with 3 fouls. And LeBron was really on fire in that first quarter with a couple of really deep threes, but since then, he's been a little quiet. Looks like the game's gonna be returning after this commercial break. Again, the game is on ABC, so we're looking to watch it. I just can't believe like CP3 every time he gets into the playoffs, he just gets hurt. It's just so sad to me. I just don't like it. It's just so unlucky. I mean, you saw what happened with the Rockets. I mean, me being a Rockets fan, that hamstring still bothers me, but that hamstring injury was just really unfortunate as the Rockets would have won that series. I still believe that 100%. Um, he got hurt that series, and then, yeah, and then the Rockets lost in 7 games. And then he got hurt in Los Angeles quite a bit with the Clippers. They weren't able to make a deep run. Every time he's been on a team that has a potential to make the finals or win the championship, he just gets injured, which is really unfortunate. But I think he's ready to go this time. He's not going to waste this opportunity. He's going to get it done somehow. Um, no matter, even if he's hurting a little bit, I think he's going to want to do it this time. So, it's going to be a great game. I can't wait for it to come back. It's going to be a close finish. I really hope it's some buzzer beater type thing. That would be epic. As looks like we're back here. Not yet. It's taking way too long. And we are back on ABC. In Talking Stick Resort Arena, DeAndre Ayton is wired. And we are back taking a look at the first half stats here in Phoenix. You have a lot of players making their playoff debut here, especially the debut of Devin Booker, who's been really great. 17 points out of 14 from the field, and he also had 4 turnovers, but he really allowed the Suns to stay their course in this second quarter and build that lead up. And I'm expecting a very close finish here. I expect the Lakers to make some adjustments, especially trying to stop DeAndre Ayton in the paint and maybe try and attack more offensively, especially with LeBron maybe. And Anthony Davis trying to go in the paint. And the point guard and the backcourt for the Lakers really needs to step up Schroeder as he travels here early on. The Lakers had the first possession in the second half, 53-45 Los Angeles, 11-40 in the third. Here we go. Chris Paul. Here's Bridges, top of the key, being guarded by LeBron. And here's Crowder for 3. No. And rebound by LeBron. And here he is going up the court. Gives it back to Anthony Davis against Ayton. That one go Drummond in the paint, finishes, and he is fouled. That's what Andre Drummond's game is all about. That big shot blocker and that big offensive rebounder in the paint. And he got it there, and he will head to the line. Chris Paul giving it his all this time, as Andre Drummond generally struggles at the free throw line, unable to hit the first. He hits the second though, 1 out of 2 at the line. 53-46, Phoenix. Here's Chris Paul being guarded by Schroeder. Here's Booker, top of the key 3. Boom! Devin Booker from downtown. He hits. Back up to 10. Booker's been on a tear. 20 points now for Book. And here's LeBron. Mikal Bridges has been consistently guarding LeBron. And here's Schroeder wide open for 3. No. Schroeder has been really struggling these past few games shooting-wise. And here's Chris Paul back the other way. Gives it to Ayton. That ball is stolen by LeBron. Nice play defensively. Has Schroeder in the fast break. Schroeder off glass. Gets it to go. Fast breaks for both teams has been really, really effective. And that's what made their offense go. And here's Booker weaving his way around. Anthony Davis guarding him. He hits out of bounds. Still Phoenix ball. Anthony Davis really trying to up his game. As you take a look at Coach Monty Williams for the Phoenix Suns, who's done a tremendous job this year. Definitely one of the top coaches of the year candidate. And Ayton really needs to start taking over in this second half. Booker being guarded. Bridges for 3. Yeah! Mikal Bridges! The lead is 11 now for the Suns. Under 10 to go in the third. Mikal Bridges 2 out of 3 for 3 today. As here's Schroeder being guarded fiercely by Bridges. LeBron for three, swish. LeBron James has been good from downtown today, taking a couple of deep ones already. Mikal Bridges, by the way, has been shooting 42% from three, as he has the ball here, and he loses it, but Ayton is open in the paint, throws it down. DeAndre Ayton, there he goes. Fast break for the Lakers. Drummond in the paint grabs it. Now Drummond puts his floater in, gets the bet tipped home. And Andre Drummond has made an impact early on in this game. He's been on the score sheet in the second half. 10 points now for the big. And Anthony Davis needs to get back to his defensive player of the year form, as Schroeder is guarding Booker. Crowder. And there's Ayton wide open in the paint. Turned the wrong way. Bridges for three. No. And that's almost a shot clock violation. And here's LeBron, and that is a timeout. Looks to be on the floor, possibly. Or is that a foul? If you take a look back, where Ayton was wide open in the paint, nobody was guarding Ayton in the paint. That was a severe miscommunication on the defensive end for the Lakers. As Caldwell Pope gives it back to LeBron again for three. This time it doesn't go. And there's Chris Paul to grab it. Paul navigating. It's a fadeaway and gets the roll. Chris Paul now with 5 points. That's got to feel good. And that's a turnover by Schroeder. And here's Bridges open for three. And that is a foul to stop the fast break there for the Suns. Mikal Bridges shooting almost 43% from downtown. He's been a really great factor in that starting lineup. Same thing with Jay Crowder, who's been shooting almost 40%. Now here's Booker. Throws it up to Ayton. Throws it down. Ayton again. Timeout, Los Angeles. Just like I said, DeAndre Ayton needs to pick up his game in the second half. And guess what? He does that right away. Another throwdown on the alley-oop. This was a great pass by Booker. Again, this pick and roll really has been dominant for the Phoenix Suns throughout this year. And they're continuing it here against the Lakers. $65-53. Phoenix, they still have the lead by 12, their largest lead of the game. Eight minutes left in the third quarter. Phoenix up by 12, their largest lead of the game. And we're currently in a commercial break. Once again, my live play-by-play commentary has been going on for some while now. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already for all your sports content and commentary. Andre Drummond is about to approach a double-double with 10 points and 9 rebounds. And LeBron has 13 points already. Ayton and Booker have really carried the Suns today. Aiden has really done well today in the paint. Surprisingly, I did not expect much of that today, especially dealing with Andre Drummond and Anthony Davis as well. But he's been able to do it, especially on those alley-oops. Booker and Chris Paul generate a lot of attention, which is why this pick and roll is so lethal. And take a look at Devin Booker's foundation here, the starting five. As we are back from the commercial break, Phoenix up by 12, 65-53. Booker with 20 points already so far. 2 out of 4 from downtown. As here's LeBron. Now here's Anthony Davis, a mid-range jumper from the free throw line, and it's a rebound by Crowder. And here's Crowder with a wild shot, and he's fouled. Crowder's fouled, as he's going to head to the line. Gets the first to go in. Crowder currently shooting a 76% from the free throw line with 10 points per game. Jay Crowder is very important as he's shooting almost 40% from 3 as well. That bringing that veteran experience has been really important for this team. As the Suns are up by 14. Anthony Davis still only has 7 points in this game, 3 out of 11 from the field. There's that pass back to LeBron, all the way in the corner. Caldwell Pope resets for 3. Good. Kentavious Caldwell Pope hits a 3. Booker, another mid-range. That doesn't go. Aiden jumps up and gets that board. Booker for 3. Short. LeBron up ahead, and that is stolen. But Drummond comes up with it at the end. Finds Caldwell Pope in the corner. He tries to fake a 3. And here's back to Schroeder, guarded by CP3, his former teammate in OKC. And that is a loose pass, almost stolen. And it is Phoenix Suns ball. They lose it out of bounds, the Lakers. And this full packed house crowd in Phoenix is enjoying it. Andre Drummond a bit loose with the handle there, and Chris Paul being aggressive on defense. Here's Crowder fakes a 3, pulls up at the free throw line, and that's true. The Suns continue to battle back and forth with the Lakers. Every time the Lakers score a point, the Suns have an answer right back. As LeBron is being fiercely doubled and he falls to the ground. Here's a fast break. Here's Crowder left open for 3. And Booker back to Bridges, who puts it in. Look at these Suns going at it. And that's another timeout for the Lakers. The Phoenix Suns putting on a statement here. They're up by 15, 71-56. They're showing themselves here, the Phoenix Suns. And that's some great defense by Phoenix. Like I said, they're a top 5 defense as well in the NBA, plus a top 5 offense. So they're a very balanced team, have depth on the bench, have a lot of role players, which is why they're the number 2 seed, which is why they're up by 15 against the fearsome Lakers. It's going to be a great finish, though. I still think the Lakers will have one more attack in them. They'll be coming back fiercely at some point, probably in the fourth quarter. But the Suns, I mean, if you didn't know much about them, I mean, they're making a statement right now. So they're showing us how good they are. If you haven't watched Phoenix Suns basketball, there hasn't been much production in the backcourt for the Lakers. Only 14 points today, 7 from each Schroeder and Caldwell Pope. So they definitely need more production there with the front court. You know what that possesses with LeBron, AD. AD really needs to step up his game right now. What's going on with Anthony Davis? Like I said, he's having a down year overall in the regular season. He's only shooting 74% from the free throw line, only 22 points per game, but that's the regular season. He hardly played in that. That doesn't matter. You know, Anthony Davis will step up when the time comes. And we are back from the commercial break. The Suns leading the Lakers by 15. As you take a look at the passes from the Phoenix Suns, they know where to go. They have those quick passes down the court. Everybody's in position already. Take a look at Devin Booker running around the court. He's being fiercely triple teamed. Finds the open guy in Bridges, who's been shooting 43% from the line. I mean, from from three. No, I can't show the TV. I don't want any copyright issues. If you take a look at all the other live streams that you don't show the TV because, I mean, it's showing on your TV. I can't show that because of copyright. And here's LeBron. Is LeBron the freight train? He attacks. That doesn't go. Here's Paul in the fast break once again. The great pass. Another pass, but Aiden lost it. That was a great opportunity for Aiden to have an easy score. Bro, that's not how it works, man. If it was, that would be great, man. But that's not how it works, bro. As you see Booker trying to go at it. There was Drummond right there ready for it. I mean, Drummond is a big guy in the paint. He's going to block all those shots. I mean, if you want to watch it on your TV, you can. It's on ABC. It's available everywhere. So, man, definitely follow along here. As you got a jump ball here between Aiden and Anthony Davis. This jump ball is really taking some time here. It's actually between Booker and Drummond, excuse me. And obviously it's going to go to Drummond because it's so much bigger than Booker. And here's Schroeder. Cuts away immediately and puts the layup home. That's a quick bucket by Dennis Schroeder. the point guard for the Lakers. Only 9 points so far. He's been having some issues shooting over the past couple of games here, but still getting it done. Chris Paul's been a bit loose today with the ball coming back. And there's Booker. That doesn't go. Up ahead. Here's LeBron. 3 people trying to guard LeBron. And he's fouled. I mean, the Suns have a great offensive game plan. They know where to go. But I mean, it seriously looks like that Chris Paul is still hurting. I mean, he's still grimacing a little bit every time that shoulder touches LeBron to the free throw line. You know, LeBron's not too great of a free throw shooter, but they're continuously looking at CP3 over in the bench. I mean, take a look back to that injury. He was hit around that neck area by Cameron Johnson in that second quarter. And looks like he's going back to the locker room, man. That is rough. It's really bad to see CP3 going into the locker room right now. I mean, got a close game here, especially going against the Lakers. LeBron hits both at the line. Monty Williams, the coach for the Suns, looks on. Booker, again, is going to have to put it on his shoulders a little bit. Maybe Chris Paul grinds it out in the last couple of minutes of this game. We'll see. And there's Cameron Payne. That doesn't go. And there's Schroeder, who actually steals a pass intended for Caldwell Pope. And here's LeBron against Cameron Johnson. Here's LeBron. Nice handle. Throws it to Drummond, and that ball is stolen by Johnson, and it looks to be a jump ball. LeBron does a great job jumping on Cameron Johnson. Let's take a look at Mikal Bridges, a very important role player for the Suns. LeBron is probably going to win this jump ball, but it's going to be close. I mean, I really wanted to see that matchup of LeBron versus CP3, and unfortunately got injured. Got that 2 36-year-olds going at it, and LeBron gets the tip to go in his favor. You know, Chris Paul and LeBron have never matched up in the playoffs until now, and it was really a gift. As Drummond is being fiercely guarded in the paint, doesn't matter. Andre Drummond's a huge guy, huge presence. Gets it to go. Lead is under 10 for the Suns. I knew Andre Drummond was going to have a big impact in this game, especially in the paint going against Ayton. I think Drummond is a bit more physical, possibly. And Crowder throws it up, and that is a great play by Andre Drummond, who puts it back away. Here's Caldwell Pope open for 3 in the corner. In and out. And it is Suns ball tipped out of bounds by Anthony Davis. The Suns need to keep it going even without CP3. I would definitely put in Devin Booker here. He's got to keep it going because he's got to put on his back right now. It's going to be close, but he's got to do it. I know CP3 is out. You're going to miss that leadership. He's got to put on his back for some while, this team. And here's Ayton. We haven't seen much of Ayton once Drummond has come back in. Drummond, I think, has done a relatively decent job on guarding DeAndre Ayton, as that's a floater, and that is Kuzma, who's checked in, gets the board. Cameron Payne unable to finish. And here's Schroeder being guarded by Payne. LeBron has checked out. And here's Schroeder. Nice layup there, and that's a timeout by Phoenix. The lead is down to 7. The Lakers are coming back in the game again once CP3 comes out, just like what we saw in the second quarter. Once CP3 comes out, the Lakers start to roll and get their act going offensively. I mean, if CP3 doesn't return, that's going to really hurt the Suns. I don't know if they'll be able to win now. As it's 71-64 Phoenix. Lead has been cut down. I mean, it's an 8-0 run by the Lakers, and that's an issue right there. the Suns haven't scored in some while. The Lakers being on an 8-0 run. CP3 did suffer a shoulder contusion, so he did return after that. Now, I don't know, it might be bothering him again, but we'll see. Here's Cameron Payne and Cameron Johnson, Aiden, Booker, and Crowder in the game. For the Lakers, it's Caldwell Pope, Schroeder, Drummond, Davis, and Kuzma in for LeBron. And Anthony Davis now goes to the floor, but he's okay. Three minutes left in the third quarter. Again, Suns up by 7. And here's Cameron Johnson. Crowder a 3 over AD. That quickly rebounds. Back to Cameron Payne. Falling down. 3 is good. And the lead is 10 again for the Suns. Clutch threes by the Suns over and over in this game have extended the lead and kept the Lakers at bay throughout. Cameron Payne without 5 points. And the Lakers score on the other side of the court. Anthony Davis with now 9 points, but still 4 out of 12 from the field. As that ball was stolen, what a great play, but Schroeder, they get it back. The Suns, and Aiden is fouled in the paint by Caldwell Pope. There's DeAndre Aiden. This has been really good from the field, 9 out of 10, partly because of how easy buckets he's had throughout. Aiden with 18 points, Booker with 20. And here's AD in the post. That's his shot. That's Anthony Davis' shot. And here's Booker being guarded by Caldwell Pope. Now being doubled. Being double kicks it out. And here's Payne. Caruso guarding against Payne. And now here's Johnson to the rim. He's fiercely rejected by Anthony Davis, but he's fouled. Cameron Payne with 5 points in this game so far. And that's Cameron Johnson. He has 8 points. Johnson 50% from the field, 50% from 3 as well. I mean, Cameron Johnson tried to go for the dunk, and Anthony Davis says that's not happening under my watch. Here's Cameron Johnson at the line. I mean, Anthony Davis, clearly fouls him there. And Johnson takes a tumble on the floor. Here's Cameron Johnson for the second free throw, and he gets both to go. He's 2 out of 2 at the line. And there's Chris Paul, who's come back again. I mean, he's continuously going in and out of the locker room. Anthony Davis, that time it doesn't go. Anthony Davis has not had any kind of a momentum or rhythm in this game, as Caruso quickly fouls Booker as he goes to the rim. Phoenix is in the bonus, so any fouls will result in Phoenix taking some free throws. It's a completely packed house in what spider? What are you talking about? Here's Devin Booker. he's significantly cooled off in this game as Booker hits that one, and the lead is 11. Actually, 12, excuse me. And Wesley Matthews is checked into the game. Here's Anthony Davis in the post. Aiden is guarding. Here's Wesley Matthews in the corner. No. And Booker saves it for the Suns. As Chris Paul is looking to check in again. It's great to see Chris Paul. Bruh, I'm in Houston. Seriously, man. Look at the crowd in the Phoenix. They are really pumped up. Chris Paul in 23 minutes has 5 points. He hasn't looked totally like himself, partly because of that shoulder contusion that he had. Devin Booker again hits that one. He's getting 3 at the line today. Devin Booker. He's been hitting good from the free throw line as well. Booker with 23 points, 9 out of 19 from the field. And he doesn't hit that one, 3 out of 4. A minute left in the third. Suns up by 13. Unless the Lakers have got something in them, the Suns have had it relatively easy, even though as Wesley Matthews quickly has a drag pass, and he scores. Under a minute to go here in Phoenix. And I was saying that the Suns have had the lead throughout this game. And it's been, relatively easy for them, besides the fact that the Lakers kept coming in the game every once in a while, and Chris Paul getting hurt. But I don't know if Chris Paul, he's attempting a shot, and that's way off. Here's Kuzma and Caruso. Gives it back. Caldwell Pope open for 3. Too strong. And here's a rebound by Booker. Booker's had 4 total rebounds in this game, as well as 6 assists. As Booker is setting up the offense here with 20 seconds to go. Here's Booker, shot clock, and he's fouled. Devin Booker with the shot clock down to 1. And it's 11-point lead for the Phoenix Suns. The shot clock is turned off now, as Booker will be heading to the line for some more free throws. Currently, Booker is 3 out of 4 from the line, as he just attempted 3. Anthony Davis is the foul. As you take a look at Frank Vogel, the coach for the Lakers. Here's Booker to the line, gets that one to go. Booker's 9 out of 19 from the field, so he's just under 50%, and he hits both free throws. So it's back up to 13. Last possession goes to the Lakers here. Phoenix getting some free throws finally in this game. They had none in the first half. And here's Caruso driving against Ayton. That is a wild shot. That doesn't go. Cameron Johnson with the rebound. And that is the third quarter in Phoenix in Talking Sig Resort Arena. The Phoenix Suns lead the Lakers by 13, 81-68. They got a close finish here. I still think that the Lakers will have one more gasp in them. They'll still be ready to go here in this fourth quarter. Or it could be just a relatively easy win for the Suns. Make sure you guys hit the like button as well. I really appreciate that support as well. (81-68) Phoenix at the end of 3. I appreciate that. Thanks a lot. Hope you guys are enjoying the game. I still think it's going to be a tight finish here as well. As you take a look at Anthony Davis, who's had 22 points per game this season, but he only has 9 today. Anthony Davis really is struggling. 4 out of 13 from the field, hasn't hit a three-pointer, minus 13 in the plus-minus department, and only 3 total rebounds. He really needs to get going. I mean, he's their guy, and if the Lakers are going to get back into this game, they need Anthony Davis to pick up where he was last year in the playoffs. LeBron, in 25 minutes so far, he has played with 15 points. Not really much support on the bench. Montrezl Harrell really hasn't much had an opportunity. I think Montrezl Harrell really needs to get some more playing time here. He was really good in when they used him in the first half. Montrezl definitely needs more playing time. Kyle Kuzma has no points. Wesley Matthews only has 2 points. Caruso hasn't scored. Horton Tucker has not scored. Marc Gasol has not been used at all so far for the Lakers, not even in the play-in tournament. And then for the Suns, they've gotten some good support off the bench with a good 19 points, 4 from Sarge, 10 from Cameron Johnson, and 5 from Cameron Payne. Booker has been the leading scorer in the entire game with 25 points. Devin Booker, in his playoffs debut, has played really great. But Chris Paul, with that injury, only has 5 points. And we are back in the fourth quarter here. The Suns quickly score again to make their lead 15, 83-68. Mikal Bridges now has 8 points as Caruso, cutting Caruso, gets that to go. That's the Lakers need to do offensively, gets those cuts in, run an offense, use those quick cuts to score some points. And here's Sarge, who's checked into the game, giving it back to Booker, being guarded by Caruso. Here's Sarge again, sets the screen. Booker, 3, top of the key, money. Devin Booker, he's been incredible today. Man, Booker's 27th point of the game. He actually has 30 now. He's reached the 30-point mark. Aiden with 18. Montrezl Harrell is checked into the game for Los Angeles. This is the largest lead of the game for the Suns, as it's now 14. Montrez with a tough floater. For the Suns, you have Chris Paul, Sarge, Booker, Bridges, and Johnson. Hey, man, how you doing? And that's a foul on Devin Booker, going back the other way for Los Angeles. There's Booker, gets a nice move, and he hits the 3, top of the key. Booker with now 30 points. Plus 12 for Devin Booker, 50% from the field. Who do you think is going to win? I think it looks like Phoenix is doing incredibly well right now, but we'll see. That's a nice backdoor pass to Kuzma, and he is blocked by Sarge. Did you see Sarge on that block? He rejects Kuzma. I did an Astros season preview, but I'm going to get to the Astros once the NBA playoffs get over with. And here's Sarge, and that is a charge on Sarge. Caruso draws it. Great defense by Alex Caruso. Hey, the Astros are back in it. It's 2-2. And here's Caruso. He scores again. Alex Caruso heating up here, playing some defense, putting some points on the board. It's back to 12, under 10 to go. No, I'm not a Lakers fan. I'm a huge Rockets fan. I just have a LeBron shirt, though. As you can see, I have a Harden jersey. I have a Rockets shirt. I have a Rockets cap. I've been to some Rockets games as well. And here's Booker. Tries that to go. That doesn't go. Montrez, Kuzma, LeBron, Caruso, and Matthews in the game. LeBron tries to draw the foul. It looks like he does as Chris Paul hurries over to complain. LeBron gonna shoot 3 here. Cameron Johnson is called with the foul. You like the Warriors and Spurs, but on your logo it has Cade Cunningham in a Rockets uniform. So if you like the Dodgers, Warriors, and Spurs, why do you like the Astros or do you like the Rockets? Do you like any Houston team? I mean, you're literally supporting like the biggest rivals of the Rockets. The biggest rival for the Rockets was the Warriors for a long time. Obviously, now it's not. And then the Dodgers with the Astros, but no. So then, do you live in Houston? So then why do you do Astros videos? It seems like you're supporting them or something. You make videos on the Astros too, so I don't understand. As LeBron misses the other free throw, and that's a rebound. Here's Cameron Payne in the open floor. He loses it, and here's LeBron to the paint. LeBron with the layup, and it is good. LeBron James is taken over, and it's a 9-point game here in Phoenix. LeBron James. And here's LeBron takes advantage of it, and he counts it. LeBron James is fired up now, and he's ready to go. 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And he attempts another one, as that was an and one for LeBron James. And that doesn't go either. LeBron fiercely tries to get the rebound, and now he is hurt on his shoulder. Whoa, we've got a fight here on the floor. Man, this is getting rough. Got a lot of security. Got the coaches coming in here. Got a fight going on. Montrez being wrapped up as LeBron went down with an injury. He went down on the floor, and then a whole bunch of the Lakers came around. And LeBron is still down on the floor a little bit. Man, you got a scuffle going on between these two teams. Didn't really expect that. Thought there was good blood between these two. You got Chris Paul going down. At least he's back. And then you have LeBron, who is a terrible free throw shooter, but he tries to get the rebound and he goes tumbling down. As you take a look, as Caruso and Montrezl Harrell were getting into it with Cameron Payne. And that's where the whole scuffle started, honestly. Maybe if LeBron wasn't as bad at shooting free throws, he wouldn't have to do this. But either way, he lands on his shoulder, and they're going to review this probably for some technicals. I would think of that sort. Man, looks like maybe Montrezl Harrell or Alex Caruso, they might be called with a technical or possibly a flagrant. I don't know. Probably one of those two. Otherwise, it doesn't look like Cameron Payne initiated any kind of contact. It has to be on Caruso or Montrezl Harrell who shoved Payne. That's who it should be on. Payne didn't do anything. I don't know what they're complaining about. Payne just goes and gets the ball, and then Caruso comes up here and shoves him for no reason. And then Montrez tackles Payne, and that's what everybody gets started. Yeah, Harrell is going to get ejected, man. That was totally unnecessary. Caruso, okay, a little shove. And then Harrell just runs out of nowhere and shoves him. Seriously, what are you doing, Montrez? Yeah, Montrez needs to get ejected. He's too energized right now. That was really stupid. He needs to get out. It doesn't make sense why he did that. Man, everybody loves messing with me, don't they? But either I was getting so freaking confused, but thanks for coming. Yeah, the Titans suck, the Warriors suck, the Spurs suck. Okay, cool. So you admit the Astros are cheaters. That's good. They don't cheat now. People who say that are stuck in 2017. The Astros aren't cheaters. I hope they can win. It's currently 2-2, bottom of the eighth inning. The Astros better win today. I can't believe we lost yesterday to the Rangers. I mean, freaking Rangers. How do you lose to them? I mean, this missed free throw by LeBron really caused this whole scuffle. LeBron tries to get the offensive rebound, lands hard on his shoulder. He definitely has that, I would think, yeah. I mean, I think LeBron is okay. He's going to figure this out as he goes. I really want to see the best out of CP3 and LeBron, but I mean, both of them are getting injured. There's not really much you can do. I wonder what they're going to rule here. This is taking a really long time. The officials are really taking some time. I mean, personally, to me, it's not really too complicated. You eject Harrell, and maybe you give Caruso a technical foul or something. Let's see what they rule here. Now that is just messed up. This ruling by the officials really is messed up. I mean, they ejected Cameron Payne. I mean, are you kidding me? Why are you ejecting Cameron Payne? I mean, what did he do? Yeah, what did Cameron Payne do? Okay, I mean, that's just competitive getting for the ball. Now, Caruso comes up and does that. Obviously, Payne's going to react. And Montrez needs to be ejected. I just don't understand why they didn't eject Montrez. They just did a technical on Montrez and a technical on Caruso. And then they did a double technical on Bridges and eject him. I mean, that doesn't make sense to me. I mean, Payne should not be ejected. He's telling the crowd to get loud. Obviously, that makes no sense how Cameron Payne just got ejected. That is stupid. I really don't understand that call. How do you eject Payne? Okay, I mean, you give Payne a technical too, and that's it. You don't eject him. You eject Montrez, who came out of nowhere and pushed him. Anyway, here's Montrez against Ayton. That floater doesn't go in. And it's Phoenix ball. Under 9 minutes to go here in the regulation. Wesley Matthews, Trez, Caruso, Kuzma, and LeBron. LeBron leading the bench unit here. And here's Chris Paul against Kuzma. Chris Paul giving it back to Cameron Johnson. Shot clock down to 2. Cameron Johnson, a tough 3. He should be fouled. And that's 3 free throws for Cameron Johnson, who'll go to the line. Man, you're funny. You really are, man. Yeah, that's clearly a foul on Kuzma. I don't know. I mean, maybe you could say Cameron Johnson extended, and maybe Los Angeles might be challenging this ruling. I mean, look at Cameron Johnson. Is he extending? No, I don't think Cameron Johnson. How are you kidding me? Seriously, how can. I don't think they had a grand slam. You must be joking. It's literally 2 outs. 2 outs, 2-0, bottom of the 8th. There's only one person on base. Nice joke, man. It's bottom of the 8th, 2 outs. Stanek is pitching. Brock Holt is at bat. Man on first, 2 outs. 2-1. Come on, Astros. Please do something in the top of it. They're about to be bases loaded. No. Is it? I mean, it's 2-1. 2 out. I mean, that's not going to make the bases loaded, though. You still have another batter. I mean, Stanek has been a bit rough these past couple of days. I mean, Stanek has had some issues coming out of the bullpen. But either way, got a close game here. 86-77 Phoenix. Yeah, see, the inning is over. The bases are never going to be loaded. Gotta believe. Gotta believe in your team, man. As looks like we're back from the commercial break. You take a look ahead to Friday of the first round. You got Knicks and Hawks at 6 p.m. on ESPN, and then you got Nets and Celtics 7:30 on ABC. And then Mavs Clippers game 3 Friday 8:30 on ESPN. As we are back in Phoenix, Monty Williams, the head coach of the Suns, is wired. I mean, it's their first playoff appearance since 2010. It's been 11 years since the Phoenix Suns have made the playoffs. That's why this crowd is so pumped up. We've got a jump ball at center court, 8:31 left in regulation. It's Aiden and LeBron. Aiden wins the tip, goes to Bridges. Suns have possession here, up by 9. Giving it back to Booker, being guarded by LeBron. You have LeBron, Matthews, Caruso, Davis, and Kuzma. And then for the Suns, you have Booker. Ooh, and Chris Paul falls to the ground. Bridges, Ayton, and Johnson. And here's Chris Paul, shot clock down to 2. Paul with a mid-range floater. That's Chris Paul at his best. That's what you call Chris Paul. That's signature Chris Paul. And here's Wesley Matthews for 3, top of the key. That doesn't go. And here's Chris Paul. And here's Booker. And off glass gets the floater to go. Devin Booker. He's been incredible. Booker now has 34 points, 32 points in this game. More than 50% from the field. Anthony Davis with his mid-range shot. And he counted and won. That's Anthony Davis drawing the foul. Chris Paul's my guy. I love Chris Paul. He's one of my favorites. And here's Booker on the other end. His floater off the glass gets the roll home. It's Booker and CP3 taking over late, and there's AD finally getting going. Anthony Davis to the line. Anthony Davis currently has 11 points and is 1 out of 2 at the line and gets that one to go. 2 out of 3 for Anthony Davis, and now it's a 10-point game. And now here's Booker. 7 minutes left in regulation. A 90-80 Phoenix. I'm streaming on my computer. And Chris Paul inbounding gives it to Ayton in the paint. Booker is in the paint and he loses it, but it's off of Caruso. Yeah, there was a fight. I mean, the officials handled it really badly, man, because they threw out Cameron Payne. I'm streaming it on YouTube, doing a live stream on YouTube. That's it. I just went to YouTube Studio and go live. And there's Bridges. His three is not good. Under 7 to go. And here's LeBron. Bridges has consistently guarded LeBron throughout the day. And here's LeBron. Caldwell Pope back to LeBron. And here's Schroeder. Top of the key. 3! Oh my God, Dennis Schroeder. He finally shows up from 3. No better time to do so. It's now a 7-point game here in Phoenix. 6:30 left. Chris Paul handling right now. As Ayton looking to set the pick. And here's Booker being guarded by Caruso. He's driving. He puts up a floater. It's a rainbow shot to go down the hoop. Back up to 9. Devin Booker putting this team on his back here offensively at 34 points. 4 and 6. LeBron at 3. No. Ayton gets the rebound. Huge few possessions here for the Suns as they look to extend the lead here and take the Lakers out of it. And here's Bridges in the corner being guarded by KCP. Out to Booker, who's the man on fire. Booker, shot clock down to 4. And Bridges unable to get the putback. Anthony Davis with the rebound. And here's LeBron. Nice pass to Caruso. I mean, you have a big size advantage here for Anthony Davis. He's trying to make something happen, and that's a foul on Cameron Johnson. It's going to be a tight finish here. Very, very tight. I mean, Devin Booker, man. I mean, in a playoff debut, man, you could not have a better performance than this, really. It's really great what Booker has done, and he's shown that Devin Booker really needs more respect in this league, and he's showing it that he can do it in the playoffs. It's a franchise record in a playoff debut with 34 points for Booker. That tells you how good he is. He needs more respect. Anthony Davis will head to the line, and he misses again. Anthony Davis, like I said, he's only shooting 74% from the free throw line. Oh, look at Jordan coming into the game. Nice. Come on, Air Jordan. And you have a timeout on the floor by Phoenix. 92 to 83, Phoenix. No, I've never used it. I mean, Anthony Davis is 2 out of 4 from the free throw line. Hasn't made a 3. 5 out of 14 from the field. He only has 12 points, which is a big problem. And then we know for the Suns, Devin Booker +9 in the plus-minus department. More than 50% from the field, 50% from 3. What a playoff debut for Booker, man. What a playoff debut. And Jordan Alvarez strikes out. I'm not sure. I haven't tried it out. I'm comfortable using this. So let's see. You got to stick around for my play-by-play commentary. This is going to be such a great finish here. Suns up by 9. What could be better than this? NBA playoffs. Hopefully, I'd love to see that. I mean, the CP3's mid-range is his signature shot. And that would be great to see Chris Paul after a shoulder contusion hitting the game winner. That would be nice. That would be. But we'll see. It's going to be very close. I think the Lakers are going to get some points here late. They're going to get on a run. And then the Suns are going to have to respond with Booker and Paul. This has been a high-stakes game. And it's really, really tight. Emotions flying high for both teams in this game. It's a packed house in Phoenix, and this is what the NBA playoffs is all about. Yeah, man, I don't really know much about that. I just go to YouTube and click go live. That's it. Currently a commercial break. Once again, the Suns are up by 92 to 83. The Lakers have outscored the Suns in the fourth quarter by 4, and the Suns outscored the Lakers by 5 in the third. We've had a story of injuries in this game. Chris Paul getting hurt, but he's still trying to give it his all. He's been fighting out there. And then we had LeBron take a tumble as well. But Chris Paul has lost it a little bit, has looked a bit shaky, has made his mid-range signature shot one time. I don't know, man. You got to figure that out. I mean, for me, it works perfectly. So, I mean, Chris Paul averaging about 16 points a game, 30% from the field, 40% from free throw line. I mean, 40% from the three, and 93% from the free throw line. Anthony Davis to finish up his quota of free throws gets that second one to go in, and it is 3 out of 5 for the line from Anthony Davis. It's an 8-point game. Booker has scored the last 14 points out of 16 for the Suns, which is literally putting his team on the back. 5 points left in regulation. Booker kicks it out. Bridges, he tries a free throw line jumper that doesn't go, and Ayton tips it in. DeAndre Ayton, there he is. The young center from the Bahamas with 20 points and 10 out of 11 from the field and 13 boards. And here's LeBron, a step back 3, way off. And Ayton grabs the board, and he almost threw that away. But it's still Suns ball. 4:38 left in regulation. Ayton with 20 and 14, a double-double. Devin Booker being guarded by Schroeder. And here's Chris Paul, back to Booker, shot clock down to 3. Booker, a step back 3 at the buzzer. Ayton grabs the rebound. Look at Ayton in the paint. He's flying all over DeAndre Ayton. That's what the big man has to do for the Suns, having a big impact late in this fourth quarter, grabbing that offensive board. Ayton is plus 17, by the way. 7 offensive boards for Ayton. And they're doubling Booker. Here's Bridges, a mid-range floater is good. Mikal Bridges gets that jumper in the paint to go. And it's back up to 12, under 4 to go here. Here's LeBron in the post. Anthony Davis, they're almost triple teaming LeBron, and they're fighting for it. And it's probably going to be a jump ball here. They are really aggressive. Going live for what? What are you going live for? The Astros game or this game or what? And it's a jump ball here. And LeBron quickly gets it back to Schroeder. 3:40 left. Schroeder driving to the hoop. Anthony Davis to the mid-range shot. That doesn't go. And Booker grabs it. And here's Chris Paul navigating. Gives it to Ayton. Ayton tries to dunk and he's fouled. That's a good foul there. DeAndre Ayton is a great free throw shooter for a big man, actually. I mean, if you don't know that. I mean, Aiden is like 77% from the free throw line, which is really not that bad for a big man. And he hits the first one. Aiden is a very promising center, only 22 years old. And the Phoenix lead is 13. Still stays at 13. Aiden misses the second one. He hits 1 out of 2 at the line. And here is Caldwell Pope back to Schroeder, being guarded by Booker. Gets around the screen by Anthony Davis. Nice pass to Davis in the paint. Here's Caruso, corner 3. It's money. Alex Caruso, corner 3, and it's a 10-point game. 3 minutes to go. The Lakers need some stops here and hit some more buckets. Without a stop, it's going to be impossible to win this game. The Lakers need to use their number 1 defense in the league to their advantage. And here's Chris Paul navigating against Anthony Davis. Shot clock down to 4. Chris Paul, tough mid-range, and that is way off. And Aiden grabs the rebound, and that is a shot clock violation on the Phoenix Suns. That was a bad possession for the Suns, unable to get a good shot out of it. I mean, Anthony Davis playing some lockdown defense, which is why he's Defensive Player of the Year at one point. And here's Schroeder, 2:34 left. Anthony Davis open for 3, top of the key, and he is short. Anthony Davis only 26% from the three-point line, and he's been 0 out of 2 today as Booker is being fouled by Caruso. The Lakers are in the bonus, not the Suns, though. I mean, Caruso trying to hop on Booker's back, like, man. But it's not a foul to the line as Phoenix is not in the bonus yet. And here's Booker against Caruso. 2:10. Shot clock down to 5. Booker being doubled. Here's CP3. Shot clock down to 2. CP3, wild floater. That doesn't go. The Lakers need to score here. This possession is very important. And Caruso, can he make this 3? No, he can't. That was a quick waste of a possession there for the Lakers. Unable to cash in. And the Suns are really in control right now. They're going to let this clock go all the way down and maybe get a bucket here. I think if Booker can hit a shot, that would be the dagger. And here he is, Booker, the shot clock going down to 5. Here's Crowder, a mid-range jumper. Nails it. Jay Crowder. That experience comes into hand. He's a savvy veteran here late. And here's LeBron down by 12 now. A minute 25. This game's slowly getting out of hand. LeBron tries a quick 3. That doesn't go. Bridges gets it back. The Suns are definitely in control here. Very much. Up by 12, 99-87. Approaching a minute left in this game. And looks like the Suns might be winning this game 1. And here's Chris Paul. Gives it to Crowder. Crowder for the dagger. Nope. And here's Davis, but they're down by 12. The Lakers will definitely need a lot of 3s here. Doesn't look very likely. And the clock's going all the way down. Here's LeBron with the ball. Throws a pass away. It is stolen. And that should do it here in Phoenix. 40 seconds up. Clock's going all the way down. CP3 handling it. And Caruso quickly fouls him. Looks like Los Angeles is going to lose this first game in Phoenix. The Suns in a packed house look like they're going to be winning. Going to be up in the series 1-0. 37.3 seconds left. As the subs come in for the Lakers, Horton Tucker, Montrez, Caruso, Caldwell Pope, and Schroeder. As Anthony Davis and LeBron Drummond sit down. And that will do it here in the game here. That will do it. Phoenix up by 12. Clock going under 30 seconds. Booker controlling the ball. Finds Crowder again in the corner. He tries another 3. Doesn't matter. The Lakers will get their 1 more possession. And that will do it here in Talking Stick Resort Arena in Phoenix. The Lakers, being the 7th seed, do not have home court, and that will do it. 99-90 Phoenix in game 1 of round 1 between the Lakers and Suns. LeBron exits with 18 and 10, a double-double. And the Suns get a huge win in game 1 to take control of the series 1-0. The Lakers, being the 7th seed, do not have home court, and they will be back in Phoenix for game 2. This was a great win for the Suns. Devin Booker played exceptional in this game. Booker had 34 points. Aiden had 21 as well to lead the Suns. And they get it done. In game 1, they held on late, even with CP3 getting injured midway. Devin Booker is being interviewed right now. He had some kind of performance in his playoff debut. And the Suns are ready to go. They're a great team, definitely title contenders. And this series is going to keep going for a long time. Probably a 7-gamer. And the Lakers will be looking to respond here in game 2. And then, if you remember last year, the Lakers, right, they kept losing all those game 1s in the playoffs. They lost game 1 in the first, second, and third rounds. But they still ended up winning those series 4-1. So we'll see if it's the same story again for Los Angeles in the new year. But either way, the Suns played an exceptional game defensively, holding Anthony Davis to very low, only 13 points, holding LeBron to 18. They played some great defense, got some very important clutch threes, some great mid-range scoring for the Suns, and they got it done. I hope you enjoyed today's live stream. Please go down, hit the like if you haven't already, subscribe if you haven't already for all your NBA playoffs content, live play-by-play, reaction, recap, and predictions. I hope you enjoyed today, and I hope to see you in the next live stream.